What it do, YouTube? It's Ty Fetty with the Fetty. Back at y'all with another video, man. I know why we're here. To handle business, but before we handle that business, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to say it again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to say it one more. Matter of fact. Like, comment, subscribe. Before I gotta beat you up, man, y'all know what's going on, man. We got the story of BG, man, the original Hotboy. I just did a video on Maul Smith from New Orleans, and a lot of y'all was mentioning BG. And I didn't get the correlation or the connection, I guess, because I'm not from, New Orleans. I'm not tapped in. So with that being said, we about to tap in and see what's going on. Happy Saturday, man. I hope y'all enjoy y'all weekend. We got football on Sunday. I know y'all about to get y'all FanDuel tickets and Prize Picks. I wish all y'all hit y'all tickets to make some money on and watch some good football, man. Let's get it.
BG kicked off his career working with Birdman and Lil Wayne and could have been a superstar. He fumbled the bag and ended up getting hit with a 14-year sentence. But now he's back and ready to take over the game. From chilling with two of the most brutal killers in Louisiana, to beating a heroin addiction and surviving a decade in prison, today we're breaking down the entire crazy story.
Let's break it down then.
He was born and raised in the 13th Ward of New Orleans. New Orleans is crime everywhere, but the spot BG comes from is even crazier than most hoods. His parents wanted to keep him out of the streets, and for a while, he had a pretty normal childhood. But when he was just 12 years old, BG's entire life changed. In 1992, BG spent the weekend at his dad's place and his mom came to pick him up. It was just a normal day for him. But when they got to his mom's place, BG found out some devastating news. Just a couple minutes after his mom picked him up, BG's dad was shot and killed in a robbery that went left.
Damn.
In an interview, BG said that some dudes kicked in his dad's door and tried to rob him, but his dad fought back. The dudes put hands on him at first, and then they upped their straps and killed him. Losing his dad like that sent BG down a crazy path.
Damn.
And not before long, he put both feet in the trenches and started his own hustle. BG was selling crack and heroin before he was even a teenager. And after a couple years in the streets, he started using drugs too. A lot of kids who fall into the street life smoke weed and drink, but BG took it a step further and was addicted to heroin at just 14 years old.
Hey, bruh, being addicted to dog food at 14 is crazy, bruh. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Being addicted to dog food, period, is insane, bruh. Like, I don't understand how people could, like, I understand to get addicted, you gotta try it. But there's nothing in me to say, yeah, I'm gonna put this needle in my arm, bruh. I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. I don't want to be that high. Feel me? Weed, cool. You feel me? You feel me? That's about it. Feel me? I done had some lane. It ain't really for me, bruh. Certain things ain't for me. I done tried certain things, but I'm not putting no needle in my arm saying, yeah, da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. And if YouTube strike this drink because I said that, I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. I'm not doing it. Just certain things I'm staying away from. That's just me, though. Dog food is crazy.
Trying to make money, BG was also working on his rapping skills. He had been into music since a little kid, and even back then, the dudes in his neighborhood knew he had real talent. One day, BG was at a local barber getting a cut, and he spit a few bars for the dudes in the shop. And that's the day that changed his life. His barber also cut Birdman and his brother Slim's hair back then. And he was so impressed with BG's bars that he linked the three of them up. The barber called up Birdman, and when he came into the shop, he asked BG to spit something for him. BG dropped a little freestyle, and Birdman knew he had potential from the jump. The two of them hopped in Birdman's whip and went to BG's house. And Birdman convinced BG's mom to let BG come stay with him. Birdman and Slim had just started Cash Money Records and were trying to get the label off the ground. BG was only 14 when he met them, but Birdman and Slim already had a plan. Back then, BG was going by the name Lil Doogie, and they linked him up with another young rapper in the crew called Baby D, who eventually changed his name to Lil Wayne. Wayne was only 12 at the time, so Birdman made a duo with BG and him called the Baby Gangsters, aka the BGs. In '95, they dropped their first project together called True Story, but it was really more like a solo BG record. Wayne was only on a few tracks, and BG carried the whole thing. Having your own album at 14 is already crazy, but what made the situation even more wild is how BG started putting pressure on the ops immediately. Back then, Cash Money was beefing with the rapper named Mystical, and BG started sending shots at him on the track True Story and raps. Let's move across that water, strap with that AK. They got some wannabe Crips. Wanna bang? Go to LA. Now you can claim east, north, west, or south. Mystical fool, you can pump this dick right in your mouth. And Mystical, use a hoe. It's time I let you know. Y'all ain't ready for Local 5. Got a boot camp full of hoes. I'm gat toting, ready to leave your heart open. Bullets floating, hot 9 chamber smoking. Mystical really blew up when he was signed to No Limit. But back then, he repped Big Boy Records, and BG took shots at the whole crew with the line, I'm about to hiccup some bullets out my fucking steel. Peel, make niggas kneel, bow down. From this clown that's gonna put you 6 in the ground. It's time a nigga put Big Boy where the fuck they belong. Rolling with Tech 9, best believe it's on. BG was barely even a teenager at that point, but his street like a dude who's been spitting for decades. Cracking on my feet, he talks about hustling in the trenches and raps. Like,
No cap.
I'm in so much pain. I'm broke, I'm slinging in the rain. 14, struggling, pocket full of crack cocaine. Trying to come up off a bill. You know I got them hustling skills. And down for the jack move, nigga like me is savage. Don't let me catch you slipping, I'll kill you, Wiz. I got to have it. When I bust my 17, you know I'm gonna get you. Split you when you holler, I know I hit you. Wayne eventually became one of the greatest of all time, but back then, BG was the hottest rapper on Cash Money. He was on his way up for sure, but he was still neck deep in the trenches and got booked for possession of a gun, crack cocaine, and weed right after True Story came out. BG got off easy with just some probation, but then he got locked up for 2 months after he violated it. Serving 2 months ain't bad, but when BG came home, he had more tragic news waiting for him. While he was on the inside, his best friend had been shot and killed in the street. BG was still using heroin, aka getting loaded, and moving weight on the side. And he got hit with a 3-year sentence after the cops pulled him over and found 30 volumes and 2 ounces of weed. He caught another break when the sentence was reduced to 8 months, and that's when he decided to really go hard in the booth. Birdman originally wanted BG and Wayne to be in the same crew.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You get hit that many times, bro, and they keep letting you off, bro. You guys to change something, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't care. Like, I get it. You might feel like I'm gonna keep getting lucky. I'm gonna keep, bro. That shit gonna run out. That luck run out, bro. No cap. I'm telling you, learn it. You hear it from the horse's mouth, bro. It runs out, bro. You get that many breaks, bro. You get that many opportunities, bro. Capitalize, bro. Don't ever put yourself in that situation. Probation for a dog and drugs. Come on, bro. You heard me. Come on, bro. 2 months and then 8. Come on, man. You guys to get damn. Man, and this definitely some back in the day shit because that don't happen no more, man. Niggas ain't really getting, they trying to put niggas under that jail now, bro. No cap.
But in 96, he realized that both of them could pop off with their own records. And that's when they officially became Lil Wayne and BG instead of Baby D and Lil Doogie. BG dropped his debut album, Chopper City, that same year. A lot of fans have forgotten about the record, but back then, it was one of the most respected albums in the South and sold over 100K units in the first week, with basically no marketing. BG was blowing up and is the main reason Cash Money became one of the biggest labels in the game. He dropped 2 more albums in 97 and kept the momentum pushing, but at the same time, he was fighting heroin addiction that just kept getting worse. He even raps about it on the track I Be Thinking.
Dog food is crazy.
Loaded, thinking of Range Rovers. Maybe I could get a Range Rover if I stay my ass sober. I'll be loaded, thinking of condos. Now maybe I could get a condo if I keep my nose closed. And on Welcome to the Section, he raps, Uptown Clown, getting so dirty. Respect my fucking mind, gotta get my nose dirty. Lil Wayne had been quiet in the industry for a couple years, because back in 94, he barely survived a suicide attempt when he shot himself in the chest. His mom didn't like him rocking with Birdman and didn't want him in the rap game, so Wayne grabbed her gun and used it on himself. Back then he claimed it was an accident, but later he aired the full story out on the track Let It All Work Out and raps, I found my mama's pistol where she always hide it. I cried, put it to my head, and thought about it. Nobody was home to stop me, so I called my auntie, hung up, then put the gun up to my heart and pondered. Too much was on my conscience to be smart about it, too torn apart about it. I aimed where my heart was pounded. I shot it, and I woke up with blood all around me.
That's crazy, bro.
Wayne survived in recovery. And by 97, he was ready to come back in and take over the game.
That's crazy.
Birdman had just signed Juvenile, Turk, and his nephew Bulletproof. So he put them all in a group with Wayne and BG called the Hotboys. They dropped their first record together in 98, and that's when everything went to the next level for Cash Money. Their album Get It How You Live racked up over 300K sales. And thanks to BG and the Hotboys' success, Birdman was able to get a massive deal with Universal Records that was worth 30 mil. Then in 99, BG dropped his classic record, Chopper City in the Ghetto. BG was already popping in the South, but the deal with Universal introduced him to a whole new audience, and the album was a hit everywhere. It wasn't just a hot record though. BG featured the Hotboys on the track Bling Bling and took over the entire culture. Bling Bling popped off and became his most successful single, but the term started getting used by everyone to describe their jewelry, cars, and any other drip they had. BG was getting bigger and bigger, but behind the scenes, his life was out of control. He had been addicted to heroin for years and couldn't kick the habit, and he was getting too loaded to even show up for concerts and video shoots. His solo career was popping off, and the Hotboys were going even crazier. They dropped their second album, Guerrilla Warfare, in '99, and it hit #1 on the Billboard rap charts. The Hotboys were becoming one of the hottest rap crews in the world, but nobody knew how much drama was going on behind the scenes. BG dropped his last album with Cash Money in 2000. He had been with Birdman since the beginning, but he ended up leaving the label and said that they were playing with his money. He also sent shots at Birdman and Wayne on tracks like Reality Check Part 1, where he raps, "Wayne, you know you was mine, nigga. Way before Baby or Rabbit. Nigga, B Jizzle was your daddy. You know I'll do you something nasty. Leave your motherfucking brains on the dashboard of that G-Wagon. It's about to get ugly. You pushed me to this point, nigga. Now you about to get burnt, nigga. And you done let Baby put cables on you? You a fish in shark-infested water. I feel sorry for your daughter. She got a scary, coward, fake, duck-ass nigga for a father who gon' get himself slaughtered." Wayne never clapped back though, and on the track I Miss My Dogs, he showed love to BG and raps, "That hot boy shit still in me, nigga. Word to giggity, nigga. And I ain't got time to speak to history. I miss you, and I know you missing me, Jizzle." BG started his own label called Chopper City Records and tried to keep the momentum up, but he never hit the same heights on his own. He dropped a few albums through the mid-2000s, and in 2009, news broke that the Hotboys were planning a reunion. By that point, Lil Wayne was one of the biggest rappers of all time, and linking back up with him would have been a huge win for BG. Unfortunately, the reunion project fell through though, and Wayne just brought BG out during one of his shows instead. BG didn't become a superstar like Wayne, but he was definitely making enough money in the rap game to live an easy life. Unfortunately, he was still on heroin though, and it was wrecking everything.
Bro, that's like 20 years of straight dog food. Like, there's nobody around him like, bro, kick that, bro. Nah, bro, we lock you in the room, bro. Nah, like, shawty. That's like 10 years of dog food, bro. Do y'all, like, I don't think y'all, man, go look up that heroin, bro, and see what it do to you and how it would affect you, bro. Yeah, shit ain't no joke. It ain't no weed. You might as well call that crack. It might be worse than crack, cuz I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Somebody on heroin, bro, they going down a dog path, bro. That's crazy, bro. And the fact that he was doing that and still making hits and still was lit, shit. He 1 in a million, I'm telling you, bro. It ain't a lot of two. Like, rappers might play with their nose, do some coke or whatever the case may be, do perks, and it's not. It's probably one rapper in the world right now that's lit that do that, bro. And if that shit ain't no game, bro. That's crazy.
All the way back in '96, he raps about kicking the habit on the track Doing Bad.
Damn.
He said, "I'm on that dope. It ain't no secret, but that shit ain't shy. How I'ma stay high, stay shy, and get mine. I can't do it, so I gotta try and kick the habit. Or that million I want, I might not ever have it." BG said the dope definitely had an effect on his career and slowed him down. He said that it all started back in the day after one of his homies got killed in the street. The dude who died used to snort heroin, so BG and some other homies decided to snort a bag to honor him. BG was hooked from the jump, and it took.
I didn't even know that you could snort it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was straight injection. That's even worse to me. God damn, what? You snorting dog food?
Took him decades to finally stop using it. He was kicking the dope, grinding his solo career, and linking back up with Lil Wayne. Everything looked like he was heading in the right direction, but then BG caught a charge that got him locked up for over a decade. On November 3rd, 2009, BG and his homies were riding around New Orleans when the cops pulled him over and found 3 guns in the whip. 2 of the straps were stolen, and it turned out the Tahoe they were riding in was stolen too. BG pleaded not guilty on the weapons charge, and one of his homies said the guns were all his. But then the case took another turn. The prosecutors found out that BG convinced the dude to take the fall, so they hit him with another charge for obstruction of justice. They also brought up the fact that BG was allegedly tight with Telly Hankton and Walter Porter. Hankton is one of the most notorious drug lords in Louisiana, and Porter was a notorious hitman who went down for killing at least 3 people. At that point, there wasn't much he could do about it, so he ended up pleading guilty to everything.
That's crazy.
And got hit with the 14-year sentence. Going to prison is always dangerous, but it's even crazier if you're behind bars and everyone knows who you are. Most famous dudes who go inside try to get into protective custody and stay safe, but BG just went straight to the yard with everyone else. His cellmate was a dude named OG Freeze, and in an interview, Freeze said BG earned everyone's respect from the jump. BG could have just kept his head down and stayed to himself. But Free said he held it down in there like he was just another dude from the streets and not a famous rapper. BG would press new dudes for their paperwork as soon as they hit the yard to make sure they weren't snitches, and allegedly got active a couple times behind bars. But Free said he also had a big heart and would help people out. By the time BG got locked up, he had finally kicked the heroin addiction. But when he saw dudes on the inside going through withdrawals, he would try to help them out because he knew what it was like to be in their shoes. BG had a lot of time to work on himself behind bars, and Free said he was always reading books in there. BG even paid for Christmas gifts for Freeze's family and put money on his books so he could buy stuff from the prison commissary. A lot of the inmates in prison were fans of BG too, and he always showed love and would stay up all night responding to fan mail from people on the outside too. Birdman and BG had some drama back in the day, but luckily they were able to squash it, and Birdman ended up visiting him in prison and started trying to get him out early. And back in 2022, rumors were flying that BG had been released from prison. When the story broke, Gucci Mane hopped on Twitter to welcome him home and said he wanted to sign BG for $1 million. But then news came out that it was all fake. Fans weren't happy with the news, but in September 2023, BG caught a major break. It's not clear how it happened, but he was actually released after serving 11 years in prison, and Birdman was right there to greet him when he came out. Gucci said he wanted BG on his label, but Birdman made it clear that BG is coming back to Cash Money, and they got big plans together. BG spent 11 years waiting for his chance to take over the game, and he didn't waste any time before hitting the studio again. BG was one of the most important and influential rappers in New Orleans back in the day, and now that he's sober, out of the streets, and hungry to win, he's ready to come back and be bigger than ever before.
Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I never heard about it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Like I said, I'm from Maryland, bro. As like growing up, bro, it wasn't really, we didn't listen, like our music wasn't down south, out west, nothing. Like you listen to where we was from. Feel me? Like we ain't even listen. The farthest we probably went was probably like, of course, mainstream like Lil Wayne. Feel me? Like Kanye, stuff like that. But in terms of like gangster rap or whatever, drill, whatever y'all want to call this type rap that they was doing, bro, the farthest we went was like New York, no cap. Meek, like no cap. And Merlin, DMV people, bro, that's it. I never heard of BG. That's crazy, bro. And that's why I do these videos, bro. I learned something. Y'all might learn something. It's entertaining. I entertain y'all. Feel me? That's crazy, though, bro. That's all right, though, that Birdman about to get him back on his feet or got him back on his feet, whatever the case may be. Y'all really was spamming his name in the comments. And I'm like, who is BG, bro? What do BG got to do with anything? Makes sense. I'm seeing what y'all was trying to get me to see. You with me? With that being said, man, it's Ty Fatty with the Fatty. Make sure y'all stay smart, stay dangerous. I'm going to catch y'all next time, man. I'm gone.